Well, I try to get cute with it, but now I got it stuck up on top of the hill. Oh! Have to be ready for everything when you sell firewood, guys. How about this nifty machine? This is made in Belgium. It's called the Intrepid, and man, it's like a brave and bold machine. Okay, we are going to do some more tasks with this Intrepid, and then we'll talk about it when we're done. Here we go. Going to take off the forks and we're going to put on this grapple, and there's a button that you push down here that releases those locks, and let's see how this works. am lost on these controls. But I gotta say that this is really neat. The joystick is confusing to me. It's just a matter of time. There's only one pedal, so you have to hit the button for reverse or for forward. You know, you don't have a forward and reverse foot pedal like I'm used to. And then this reach is really cool. Watch this thing going out here. I could really use that in auto levels, which is nice. But I just don't feel comfortable using it yet, as all of us would be getting into a new machine. So let me load a few more logs and then we'll get more in depth with this Intrepid, made in Belgium. Now this is something my little tractor would have never been able to do. It cannot pick up all of that weight. I feel like I can lift the world with this thing, but let's go ahead and put this on the live deck, and then we'll talk about this here Intrepid. Okay guys, this is not mine. It's not staying here. It just happened to be going down the highway. And my good friend Joe from Driftwood Forestry says, hey, you want to have some fun? I was like, heck yeah, man, bring it. So this is a articulated loader. I've never, ever been in one before, and I must say I am lost inside. So it has one pedal. I'm used to having a forward and reverse. So to make it go forward and reverse, you got to flick it like this, which is easy enough, but I'm not used to it. And third function buttons. This is to telescope the boom, and this is the button to release the plate, you know, to release this stuff. It's got two remotes on the front, and I gotta tell you, I feel like I could lift the world. I was told this has 2,300 pounds of lifting capacity. It has a low center of gravity, so it's not tippy. This has a 4-cylinder Kubota. It is just a straight diesel. There's no Tier 4 emissions. There's no DEF with it. And I'm not used to the geometry of how this thing spins, you know. When you want to turn, like when I was picking up that basket, I wanted to back out and turn, but it was making the basket go the opposite direction. All of that means you just got to get used to running it. And I got the Grapple on it, and I just I got to admit, that was pretty cool picking up all that logs at once, because you know how I am with my little tractor. I like just doing one at a time. I'm not in a hurry loading logs because I've always found it to be so enjoyable. This is 4-wheel drive, and then there's a button that you can push to lock it, you know, if you really get into the wet stuff. I think I was told these front tires, the duals in the front, that's an option. It's not standard. I think that probably just gives you some more stability, so it gives you some more, I don't know, weight carrying capacity, I guess, on the tires. This also comes with a heater and a stereo, and air conditioning is an option on this. When I was setting up my whole business, I wanted a 3-point hitch and a PTO because I still need to brush hog at my house. So this obviously doesn't have it. If you need, for instance, I need to pull my trailers around the yard with this, I would use the forks with a ball hitch on the front of the fork, and I would do it like that. Intrepid Loader is a respected brand in Europe. They've been in business since 1989. This is the mid-range machine. They make some that are bigger, they make some that are smaller. And they are for sale here in the great state of Ohio, southern Ohio, with driftwood forestry equipment. Good friend Joe, if you recall at the International Firewood Expo, we had a huge display of Range Road, Typhoon, and this Intrepid machine. And that was from the team from Driftwood. They probably made 100 trips up and down Route 77, bringing all their equipment up here for the expo. And that's how I got to know them. They're very nice people, very hardworking, and they stand behind their machines. I also understand the importer for these is in Ohio too. So they have a robust parts department if you were to ever need them. So this is just something new. I've never had a chance to sit in one of these, and that was really fun, but I also feel lost. I was joking with Joe. I would have had that live deck loaded in 2 seconds with my tractor, but I just can't, you know how it is when you first get started. All right, everyone, I will leave in the description the contact information for Driftwood Forestry. And if you're interested in such a thing or any of the other items that they sell, check him out. He's a very nice man. All right, everyone, have a great day.